Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Fill me in. What's the situation?
We ran into resistance almost as soon as we set off. Albedo said we should split into 2 teams and continue searching while he and the others kept the Wild Hunt occupied.
Good call. Locating the wolf spirit fragment is our key objective. I would have made the same decision.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, both search teams are in big trouble. Oh, I brought a map. This should make things clearer. Before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on. The 2 teams are holed up here and here. They should have a clear idea of the fragment's location by now.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right? Do we have any more troops available to provide backup?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now. That just leaves us with,
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached. Initiating situation report. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line, they requested to be dispatched immediately. They are currently nearby awaiting orders.
Amazing. Just in the nick of time.
Hey, seeing as you can fly and all, shouldn't you be the one out here delivering messages?
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be able to return to the battlefield after another 5 minutes. Please, keep up the good work, Yehoda. The logistics company has very limited provisions, only enough for a single battle. Which team should they support?
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move out immediately. Yehoda, keep up the good work with the comms.
Sure thing. Leave it to me. It's a wild hunt! Come on, let's go help!
Something's not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting any weaker as the battle goes on. Are they getting reinforcements from somewhere? Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company, scout out the area. Look for terrain we can use to our advantage.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites for deploying explosives.
Good. Wait for my signal.
Logistics company, deploy!
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here!
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready. Thunder! Is that the signal to say they're ready? It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, sir.
On me. The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before they're strong enough to pose a real threat again. Use this time to catch your breath and fill me in on everything you've learned.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search area between us and the Retniki. Maybe they'll be able to narrow it down further?
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next anyway. Do you think you guys can keep up?
Absolutely. Good to go, Grandmaster.
We've run right through our supplies. We'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that tries to stage a comeback. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on supporting the other team.
Ugh, looks like the same situation here. They just keep coming, wave after wave.
Reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful mist.
Understood. Everyone got that? It's up to us to hold them off.
Yes, sir!
Steam, now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over.
Brave knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you for your assistance.
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the Abyss, we're all in this together. Now, please tell me everything you've learned.
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're finally closing in on our target.
I'll say. We're sure to face fierce resistance from the Wild Hunt, though. Is everyone willing to keep fighting with us?
It would be our pleasure, Mr. Varka.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out! hiding in the mist trick again. These guys must be easily amused. You all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius will engage the enemy while the Lightkeepers dispel the mist. Everyone, follow my signals.
Yes, sir!
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge! Time to counterattack! Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
This Wild Hunt doesn't know when to give up. Traveler!
Mr. Varka, leave this to us.
Just like last time. Only a Knight of Boreas can deal with a wolf spirit, right?
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
Ha! That's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Favonius proud. Either we all march back to Mondstadt together, or no one does. The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have collected them all, Knight of Boreas.
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry, Sir Roland.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I countenance those monsters to taint our duel with their presence. If you need a moment to rest, take it. Victory will be mine, regardless of whether the path to it is the one I would wish for.
Save your breath. If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish. Then let us settle our unfinished duel, here and now.
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about. You still alive?
For a moment there, I thought I might never taste the sweet wine of Mondstadt again.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. We can take care of ourselves.
You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight, find the Grand Master.
We can't lose our Varka! Please! You have to find him!
You're holding back, Knight of Boreas. I can tell you do not wish to strike me down. This duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I wield the power of a god, while you dare not swing your sword with true intent. If you continue on this path, you will die. Your plan is doomed to fail. How can a helpless lamb hope to tame the heart of a wolf, when the wolf has seen through the lamb's plan?
Ha ha ha! You're on to me already, huh?
Andreas's question, Boreas's answer, the means to bear a soul. I knew it all 500 years ago. Though the false path may be wide and welcoming, only destruction lies at its end. It is time to crush your futile hope! It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the Abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day you will understand that the only righteous path for those of true virtue is the path of darkest truths.
For the next part, it's over to you. Outlander who caught the wind. The sword is unbroken, but I can't sense the wolf spirit. Looks like I'm no longer in reality. This must be a space built from the entangled consciousnesses of Boreas and Roland. There's no way back. And all that lies ahead is the wolf's maw. Huh. Guess the only way is through. A Favonius sword? Who left this here?
Lonely warrior, take me to see him.
Huh?
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Stormwind! Stormwind! Warrior sweeping in! Stormwind!
Is this the fairest shadow? It doesn't look like an imitation.
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice.
Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies!
Stormwind! Stormwind! Warrior sweeping in! Stormwind! Charge!
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Your path cannot end here. You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior. Step forward.
Is this the heart of the wolf? Roland!
After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish, Knight of Boreas.
Huh. You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contained in the wolf spirit.
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path. But when I look at you, I do not see a hero capable of slaying dragons. Just a lost soul who has wandered far too long. A shadow of the knight you once were.
I guess we have that much in common. Neither of us are at our peak.
The Rayhir of Solmari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an imperfect image cast by the Abyss. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak, but my heart and mind remain frozen in that blood-stained moment. Therefore, I, in my current form, am flawed. A knight cannot bear their own stagnation. After redeeming you from injustice, and guiding your surrender to the Abyss, I shall rectify myself, and continue to follow the knightly path.
Huh. The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly, remains exactly as I had imagined. I suppose there's no chance to make you see the light.
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions, no matter how noble they may sound. Neither of us will sway the other, but you have long known this truth. Otherwise, why would you pin all your hopes on Boreas' single thought? But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been shattered, and all you hold is a phantom that bears its form. You no longer have the means to change the situation, and no one will come to your rescue. This place shall be your graveyard, lonely warrior.
Huh. Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours. Forgetting where we are? This is the heart of Andrias, god of the Northwind. Andrias! Can you hear me? Wake up! You are the great god of the Northwind! How long will you allow yourself to suffer the domination of the Abyss?
If this is your final gambit, I am most disappointed, Knight of Boreas. Grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles. This world shows no such mercy to its inhabitants. Return.
Return to... and the ley lines. This is my choice. My memory. Is this the answer that I found at my journey's end?
Andreas, at long last, I have delivered your token back into your heart.
A knight of Boreas. Watch on. This is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of Wolves.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why? Your sword is broken. You no longer have the means to bear his soul. Unless... surely not.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and assimilate a mortal heart. As if human and wolf were being forcefully merged into one being.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking on the quest of his own choosing.
Your heart, your soul... they are collapsing. Now I see.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf. Isn't that right? Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the heart.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thoughts and memories were carried within your heart. To avoid arousing my suspicion, you deliberately allowed Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own, then be devoured by me. But how did you have the strength to fight while bearing such a great burden?
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision, my sacrifice is nothing.
You have a stubborn will, and employed an exceptional strategy. But this is not the way a true knight fights. The choice you have made is a flawed one. Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins the ley lines, you too will fall. Neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul from within the ley lines, let alone rescue you. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, I can no longer offer you salvation. May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Haha! Lonely? Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. They're looking forward to my triumphant return. I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got mail!
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius we'll always welcome you. Come on! To Mondstadt!
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka. To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Varka.
Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
A knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone.
Right back at you, Varka.
Up the ante!
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Leave it all to me!
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
Spread your wings and soar toward a new dawn. Fate's chosen Lupica.
Can't fall here! That's gonna leave a scar. One final battle!
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on. But they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius. But I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh. I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives. It's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf. I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead. Hey, everyone. It's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Yeah, I'm home. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office. His sword was just a decoy. I carried his soul in my own heart. That was the plan I was most certain would work. The second half, though, using everyone's thoughts to guide me back out of the ley lines, I wasn't too sure that would work out.
All jokes aside, what would you have done if the Traveler hadn't been able to separate the wolf spirit from Roland's influence?
Initially, I was planning to have Barbados carry out that step. But when I approached him about it, he said there was a much more suitable candidate. The Outlander who caught the wind. Turns out our trust was not misplaced. Thank you. Then, I guess we'd have had to get Barbados to send a wind to blow me back home. But it would have come at a heavy price, and with no guarantee of success. Besides, I'd rather not have him expend that kind of power. It's a good question. A glass of the finest dandelion wine, perhaps? No doubt I'd have to pay for it with a secret stash of cash in my office.
You're dreaming if you think it would have come that cheap.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office. Well, with the shadow of Roland vanquished, the Wild Hunt won't be able to consolidate their forces for the foreseeable future. A few knights will remain on rotation at the Nodcry stronghold, but everyone else will be sent home in waves. Albedo and Duran will come back with the first wave, so you should have the chance to see them again soon. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office. My future. Huh. You may already have learned of this from Barbados or the Hexen Circle, but I glimpsed a reflection of the future in Barbarloth's scryglass. Correct. Although, as things stand now, I believe we may have changed the course of the future, thanks in no small part to you. Still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius, I'll need to make another trip back north. There's still a lot of work to be done at the Notcry stronghold. Besides, the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be relieved of their duty. How could I simply abandon them?
Ah, how noble. But be honest. Your main reason for going back to Notcry is so you can dump all your work here on Jean again, isn't it? Wait, seriously?
I'm only pulling your leg. You'll be seeing a lot more of me in Mondstadt from now on. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office. All right then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer. For all the wine in the world, there's no feeling as intoxicating as the wind from your hometown after a long time away.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Uh, uh, This realm is truly beginning to thrive. I cannot help but be stirred. If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
Hey, buddy! Good to see you again. Oh, this place is dope, and so huge! Are you kidding me? Isn't it obvious? Well, I don't know how you haven't noticed, but I totally love it here. I mean, you built this whole place from the ground up. How cool is that? To get specific, though, here's 3 reasons why I dig this place. It's fun, chill, and I can sleep with both eyes closed. You got that from me, didn't you? Anyway, look, I want to level with you. In my mind, there's a fine line between graciously accepting the hospitality of your host and being a leech. Now, I know you won't let me pay any rent while I'm here, because we're friends and all, but I will at least insist on making myself useful. So if you catch me cleaning or gardening at any point, don't try and stop me. Ha! Knew you'd say that. But if all I am is a guest, does that mean you want me to treat this like a hotel? Or would you rather I made myself at home? Okay, so do you have any objection to me cleaning up after myself while I'm in my own home? I'll give you to the count of 3 to raise any objections. Ready? 3! Okay, great, no objections. Glad that's settled.
Oh, when did you arrive? I was completely lost in thought. When would I ever not? If it weren't for my library work and potion-making duties, I'd love nothing more than to spend every day chatting with you like this. Special potions? Oh, as a matter of fact, I concocted one that makes textiles softer to the touch. And another that keeps the air fragrant and fresh. I'm quite fond of that one. They weren't requested by the Knights of Favonius, though. I just made them out of personal interest. Is it just me? Or have my interests become more domestic in nature since I met you? You look so adorable with a little more red in your cheeks.
You've come at long last. While I was waiting for you, I nearly finished penning quite a few poems. Okay. My dearest companion, is there something you wish to tell me? My warrior, you've worked so hard. I understand how you feel. When you just can't find any more energy and the world falls into a haze, even apples lose their sweet flavor. If you can get some quality shut-eye at this time, you'll feel a lot better when you wake up. Here, I'll lend you my shoulder. At any rate, don't worry. Whenever you need me, I'll always be by your side.
Uh, uh,
Nanina's covering the north, so we'll have Laurent take the east. Right, that's all for now.
Hey, Varka!
Huh? Honorary knight? Paimon? What brings you to my camp? Not at all. Any camp of the Knights of Favonius is your camp too. So make yourself at home. Though, you should give me a heads up next time so I can have the Quartermaster break out the good stuff for you.
Is this really the Expeditionary Forces camp? Paimon was expecting it to be a bit more... crowded?
Not many from the force are still stationed here. And of those who are, most are out patrolling. Truth be told, it is a bit of a ghost town. We're also gathering all the Abyss-related intel we can. Situation in Nodcry is stable for now, but we must remain vigilant. You never know when the Abyss will come roaring back. Intelligence is the foundation of any campaign. It's not just enemy movements. Terrain or shifts in the weather can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Moving forward, we plan to form a long-term partnership with the Northern Intelligence Network. Turn this temporary camp into an intelligence station.
An intelligence station? Whoa! Like the kind in Fontanian spy thrillers?
Haha, as if. Name one book with a camp this lightly defended in it. During these years out on campaign, we've found that different abyssal disasters are occurring all over Teyvat. They're unnaturally cunning, always shifting, with no two attacks quite going off the same. I hope to use the Northern Intelligence Network to share our findings, and use that collaboration to keep gathering information on the Abyss. This isn't any one nation's burden. Every day, countless winds blow through Notcry. I'd say that makes it the perfect place to set up an outpost.
Oh, so that's why. So this is chivalry in action!
Haha, well, chivalry's good and all, but in reality, we've only just established this station, and don't even have a good map of the nearby terrain. If you stumble across any building materials or intel nearby, don't forget to bring them back with you. Rest assured, you're our honorary knight. We'll look after you. One expedition wraps up, another begins.
Grandmaster! We've got big trouble, sir!
Oh, what is it?
That important guest we were expecting today? He's trapped at the foot of the mountain.
What? Is it who I think it is?
Yes, sir, it's him. Most of our available manpower is tied up in patrols. Who do we reassign?
No need. Just point me in the right direction, I'll handle it myself. Honorary Knight, Paimon, till next time.
Whoa! Paimon's never seen Varka so nervous. Now she's curious who that guest is. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's follow him and see if he needs help.
If Captain Hertha were here too.
I'm still no match for the Grandmaster.
If Captain Hertha were here too.
I'm still no.
Help! Please, help me!
Scatter!
Solidify!
Illusion shattered!
Order guide you!
Coming at ya! Propagate! Fire! Well, with rocks.
There is no escape!
Hey! Are you okay?
I'm fine. Whew. Good thing you guys showed up so fast. Or I might not have made it by sundown.
Praise be! Our essential supplies made it through safe and sound.
What kind of supplies are that important?
Good eye. This here is the dandelion wine we specially ordered from Dawn Winery. Pure Mondstadt in a bottle.
You have no idea what it took us to get it here, all the way from there.
Ha! And a fine job you did. You're drinking with us at the feast tonight. Whole camp's been looking forward to toasting you.
So, the only reason you were in a hurry was to make sure the drinks got there in time? And here Paimon thought you were finally being serious about something serious!
What's that? Are you saying drinking isn't the most serious of serious business? Because I'd love to have a drink right about now.
Wait! Please, wait a second. Now is not a good time.
Yeah! Listen to him! First, you gotta take care of the serious...
This is a custom brew. It needs to be kept constantly rolling to prevent settling and keep its flavor. Having sat for so long, I'd say the taste has degraded by at least 10%.
10%? Unacceptable! Nobody touches a drop till it's ready.
Okay! You do you, then!
We specially commissioned someone to build a mechanism that keeps the barrels rolling. Looks like it broke in the fall, though. So now, I guess we'll have to rely on old-fashioned muscle power.
So we just keep whacking the wooden barrels and roll them to their destination? Sounds like some good old Knights of Favonius strength training. Guy teaches force control and precision. Need both, or the barrel won't stay true to the path. It's basic training for many knights. Keen on basic drills, are we? Well, Laurent and the others won't be back for a while. Right then, all yours. Don't worry about knocking him a bit too far. Just holler and I'll toss him back into place. Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit? Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward. Over time, she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha! She might not have realized it, but that's progress too. Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward. Over time, she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha! She might not have realized it, but that's progress too. Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit? First time I did this training with Razor, it took us an entire day to finish. Know why? He spent a quarter of the day rolling the barrels, and the other 3/4 trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. First time I did this training with Razor, it took us an entire day to finish. Know why? He spent a quarter of the day rolling the barrels, and the other 3/4 trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit? Jean and Albedo once sat me down to have a serious discussion about whether or not the Spark Knight needed to take part in basic training like this. A Knight's basic training helps build character, but since the Spark Knight's still so young, I decided to get her opinion. She happily brought her bombs to the training grounds. And so, we reached a consensus. We won't discuss the matter again until she's a bit older. Jean and Albedo once sat me down to have a serious discussion about whether or not the Spark Knight needed to take part in basic training like this. A Knight's basic training helps build character, but since the Spark Knight's still so young, I decided to get her opinion. She happily brought her bombs to the training grounds. And so, we reached a consensus. We won't discuss the matter again until she's a bit older.
Way, right?
Come to think of it, you haven't met Lowen yet, have you? Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training. Asked him about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time. Need me on barrel duty, or just wanted to chat for a bit? Come to think of it, you haven't met Lowen yet, have you? Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training. Asked him about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time. Ha! So that's how you did it. Not half bad. Wisdom's another kind of strength, after all.
Oh, Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! They're back! They're back! They're back! Everyone, fall in and give them a proper welcome!
Wow, we're this popular? Paimon feels like blushing.
How the wind carries that scent from afar! Sweet Barbados, it's true. Dandelion wine.
Ah, a special brew from Dawn Winery to boot. They're back. All my precious memories, they're all flooding back.
Oh. So, the welcome isn't for us, is it?
Yes, this is it! This is the taste! Oh, it's just how I remembered it. Mmm, amazing! After all these years!
Ah, I was starting to think I'd already forgotten the taste of a good Dawn Winery vintage.
If the taste hasn't changed, then my home back in Springvale probably hasn't changed either. Right? Thank you, Honorary Knight.
That's enough. Put a cork in it, everyone. Barrels stay sealed until everyone's back. Let's finish the party prep in the meantime.
Oh, yes, sir. On it, sir.
Like I said, drinking is the most serious of serious business.
Oh, sticky honey roast, sweet madams. Paimon never thought she'd get to eat such authentic Mondstadt dishes out here. Wait, where's Varka? Anyone seen him? He's not passed out drunk in a ditch somewhere, is he? Okay, Paimon will catch up when she finishes. One more plate. Okay, this is the last one. Paimon swears. One more plate. Okay, this is the last one. Paimon swears.
So, what's the hero who saved our savior and brought it back to camp doing in a corner like this? Truth is, what I've got in my cup is the most special of special brews. It can only be drunk alone. But since you've caught me, nothing for it. Here, have a cup. Got me. Just a joke. Not a drop of liquor on me right now. If you're thirsty for a real drink, go find Erminy later. She's got plenty in stock. A camp always needs to have one sober soul to guard their drunk comrades from things that go bump in the night. Those have been my standing orders since this expedition started. Rotten luck, eh? Just so happens that tonight, it's my turn to be that sober soul. So, on this night when they're all drunk, I can't be. Who knows? Maybe fate just gets a kick out of messing with us. If it had come one day later, maybe I'd have been down there guzzling wine to my heart's content. But if it had come but one day later, maybe you'd have passed the camp by, missed the feast, never even had this chance to talk. Nobody can say what choices lead to what outcomes until the time comes. Just like when I decided to lead this expedition out of Mondstadt. Never imagined I'd make it this far. That's how it turned out, aye. But when we marched, all I knew was this. An abyssal storm was brewing up north, one that threatened to scour all of Teyvat. It took us some time to mobilize, but where would the enemy appear? What form would they take? That was all a complete mystery to us when we set out. All we could do was gather intel as we marched, preparing for every contingency. Ha! Quick study, aren't you? Alas, the enemy won't sit around twiddling their thumbs while we finish preparing. Every hour we hesitated, the abyss was devouring the lives of countless people. The sooner we marched, the sooner we could change their fates. That was all the intel we needed to launch this expedition. None of that formality, honorary knight. And you're no different. Your journey's also changed many people's fates. Be it Mondstadt back then, Dvalin, or Nodcry now, the Expeditionary Force. Even my fate, too. The fact that we can sing around the bonfire, drinking and thinking about the future, none of that could have happened without your arrival, traveler. Who's to say? Fate's fickle and hard to fathom after all. But as long as you're alive, there's hope. The wine we didn't drink tonight, we can have tomorrow. The lads will save my share. As long as we're still breathing, tomorrow will bring more wine and laughter. So cheers to tomorrow, to hope.
Is Captain Varka working?
The second knightly virtue is honesty. Deceitful and cunning words might win you the upper hand in the moment, but a victory won by the blade never lies.